Hi guys, right, let's get into 5 minutes worth of movement, but first we'll go through a demonstration. We got some reaches going on, so we've got our beast wave unload, we've got our scorpion reach, and we've got our crab reach that we're going to try and get done in 5 minutes. Remembering that this is nice controlled movement, and as always, you know your body better than I do, so you know how much you can go and your entry levels and things like that, okay? So our 5 minutes will start after the demonstration, but let's get to go through these 3 exercises. We've got the beast wave unload, so we go into our beast position, and then what we do is we just shift the feet back just that little bit, so they're a little bit wider than what you would usually be in. You're going to sink into it, so you're loaded. From here you're going to lift up the hips to the sky or the ceiling, and then as we do this, it's like we're going to roll from the lumbar and through the thoracic to the neck, and then when we lower down, we keep our chin tucked until our hips are at the bottom, and then we lift our head up. When we pull our shoulder blades back, we tuck the chin, we lift up through the neck, the thoracic, then through the lumbar, nice extension through the arms, and then we start bending the knees to lower back down into that loaded beast. Okay, so that's your first one. Do that nice and controlled with me. Then our next one, we've got the scorpion reach. So we stay in that loaded beast position. From here, we're going to bring the knee in. Now here, when we tuck in, think of lifting that core up away from the floor. We tuck the knee into the opposite elbow, and then we press it back. Now we press it back nice and high. What we do here, we keep the hips square. Right, then we open the hips up, keep our legs straight, then we bend the knee, we let it drop, and then from there we hold and we press back with our arms, we look at our grounded foot, and then we bring that back in to the other side, other elbow, and then back. Okay, so then we go to that other side, so opposite knee to the opposite elbow, and we lift up through the core, and then we press back so the leg is nice and straight. Once we press back, our hips are square still. Once we're straight and back, then we open up the hips, and then we drop the leg out the back. We press backwards with the arms, we look down at our grounded foot, we keep the hip nice and open, feel that stretch, then we bring it back in to that opposite elbow, and then load again. So that's our scorpion reach. I say again, yes, our scorpion reach. So then we've got our crab reach. So we're going to come back into our crab position. So from here we drop our hips towards the floor, right? So we don't tuck them under like this. We drop them down towards the floor. We're on our hands, and then from here we take one hand off. So if we can take one hand off and hold, this is where you'll stay if this is working you hard. But if you can, you're going to lift up. You can stay here if you like. Otherwise, you extend up long and then bend the elbow down. The idea is to get the hips as far away from the floor as you can. We look down at the grounded hand, and then we bring that all back. Okay? So our fingertips are facing away from our toes as well. So elbow in, and then we reach up. If we can, continue all the way up, and then bend over the head, and then bring it back down. Okay? So those are our 3 exercises that we're going to do, and what we're going to do is do 5 minutes worth of them. Okay, so I'm just going to roll, I'm going to look at the timer, and then we're going to change over when we can. We may just do 2 reps, 1 of each side, or we'll see how we go. Okay? So let's get into it. And we're on, so 3 seconds, loaded beast. Here we go, so load our beast, now come up nice and controlled. Okay, so we're working the legs here, lifting, now we're going through the core, so we roll through, try and lift the body away from the floor as we can. We've got the shoulders forward from the hands, then we open up from the chin and chest, we close that off, lift up through the core, roll back down the spine, and then load it again. And we're going to do another one of those. So let's load, lift up, roll, come down, open, close it off again. Now lift through that chest, take it away from the floor, rolling the wave through the spine and then back down. So here, let's start doing the scorpion. So opposite knee to opposite elbow, or knee to opposite elbow. Then lift it up, straight, hip square, open, now bend. Feel that stretch, look at the back foot. Then bring that in, same leg again. Lift it up, open, drop. Good. Try and keep the hips nice and open. One more on this side, tuck it in, lift up, open, drop. Press back with the hands, so nice and strong in that position. Bring it back down. When we tuck in here, we're lifting high, okay? And then we're back, we're loading, other side. Lift up, stretch to the sky, lengthen, open, drop. Press back with the hands, feel the hips open, then bring the knees in to the elbow again, and then lifting up, hip square, straight leg, open hip, drop leg, press away. Good. Looking at the back foot, then we come in again, we got one more of these, lift, reach, straighten everything, open hips, drop leg, hold, press back, look back at the ground of foot, and then we come back in, touch, load. Nice. So now we've got the crab reach. So crab position, so press the bum down. Bum goes down towards the floor, so one hand off. Then we lift, we reach as high as we can, then we look back and we tip the arm over the head, bend at the elbow, reach, and then bring it back down. I'm going to go same side again. So elbow into the body, pressing up to the ceiling, reaching over the head, and then bend the elbow, let it dangle. Keep lifting the hips up off the floor. Hold. Bring it down nice and controlled. One more time that side. You'll feel it in this arm. The one that's grounded. Lift up, reach. Try and lift the hips up high every single time. Going over, dropping this. This is just dangling, okay? Lifting up. Then back down. Other side. I might say this side. You won't see me. So here, lifting up, drop. Bring it back down. Same side again. That's just so you can see the other side. In case it works for you, it helps you. Bring the elbow in, pressing up high as you can, and then down. Bring it back in. Here, if you ever need to, just rest your bum down on the floor. Then last one, then bring it in, reach up, and over. Back down. Nice. So what we'll do is we'll just go down to a child's pose. So on your knees or line on your shins, stretching forward, drop the head down. If you want to get a bit more, you can bring your hands behind you, again trim down. Nice. There you go, guys. That's your 5 minutes worth of movement to help us all increase global health, one body at a time. Peace out.